My dear students, welcome all of you to today's logic class. In the previous classes, I have already told you about the special syllogistic rules of 4 different figures. According to Aristotle, there are 3 different tests which are provided in this book in order to test the validity of syllogistic arguments. First one is general syllogistic rule, second special syllogistic rule, and third is Aristotle's dictum and reduction. So, now today we will do Aristotle's dictum and reduction. Aristotle's dictum is one of them. So, now we will start Aristotle's dictum. In order to test the validity of moods of different figures, Aristotle had framed a rule which is called Aristotle's dictum or dictum de omni et nullo. ओडिया में यहाँ आरिस्टोटल मौलिक सूत्र बा सर्वास्ति नास्ति सूत्र भाव में जानी था. Literally it means statement concerning all and none. So, this principle means what is true of all classes will be true of each and every member of that class. जहाँ गोटे जाति संबंध रे स्वीकृत बा अस्वीकृत हुए ताहा सही जाति अंतर्गत प्रत्येक व्यक्ति बा उपजाति संबंध रे स्वीकृत बा अस्वीकृत होई पारे. फॉर एग्जांपल, इफ आई से दैट or what is true of all men or the whole man class will be true of each and every member of that class. So, what is true for all men will be true for all individual men like Plato, Aristotle, Gandhi, Gopabandhu, even if it will be true for you and me. जहाँ whole man class पई जहाँ सत्य ताहा प्रत्येक व्यक्ति एवं प्रत्येक उपजाति पई सत्य हेबो. So, here this principle or this rule is stated by Whately. According to Whately, this principle states that whatever is predicated universally of a class either affirmatively or negatively can be predicated to an individual in the like manner belonging to that class. So, here if I say that every or all students of this class are all students of this class are obedient or all students of this class are sincere, then I mean to say that each and every student of this class are obedient or sincere. So, what is true for the whole class will be true for each and every member of that class. Now, this principle means we can take the example, here we take 2 examples. All men are mortal, Plato is a man, Plato is mortal, and the second example is no flowers are black, rose is a flower and rose is not black. So, Mill enunciated this dictum, this principle as whatever can be affirmed or denied of a class may be affirmed or denied of everything included in that class. If we consider the first example, all men are mortal, Plato is a man, therefore, Plato is mortal. Here all men are mortal, Plato is a man, therefore, Plato is mortal. Here mortality is affirmed of the man class, and in the minor premise Plato is included under the man class, and in the conclusion Plato is the mortality is affirmed of Plato. Similarly, we can take another example, no flowers are black. Rose is a flower. Therefore, rose is not black. Here, black is denied of the class flower, and in the minor premise, the rose is included under the class flower. Therefore, in the conclusion, blackness is denied of the class, denied of the individual member, that is rose. So, here whatever, so according to Mill, whatever can be affirmed or denied of a class, जहाँ गोटे जाति पाई स्वीकृत बा अस्वीकृत होउची, ताहा प्रत्येक मेंबर जी से जाति अंडर रे बा जाति रे आसुची ता पाई मध्य सत्य बा मिथ्या हबो, अस्वीकृत बा अस्वीकृत हबो. सो हियर मोर्टालिटी इज affirmed of man and Plato is included under the man class, therefore mortality is affirmed of Plato. Similarly, here blackness is denied of the whole flower class and rose is included under the flower class, therefore blackness is denied of rose. So, here whatever is affirmed of or denied of a class, that will be denied of or affirmed of the of every and each member of that class. So, here what is in these two examples, we become sure that according to Aristotle's dictum, we become sure that the major premise is a universal proposition and the minor premise is an affirmative proposition, and the conclusion is the conclusion of the argument is the quality of the conclusion is decided by the quality of the major premise. So, here Aristotle states that only the first figure is the perfect figure according to the principles of according to this principle, because here the Aristotle dictum assumes two things: the major premise must be universal, the minor premise must be affirmative, and the conclusion will be decided by the quality of the major premise. So, here in this dictum, so सर्वास्ति नास्ति सूत्र साहाय्य आमे जे कोनोसी सिलोस्टिक आर्गुमेंट रो वैधता आमे निरूपण करि परिबा. So, now but the question is whether the moods of other three different figures like second, third and fourth figure are valid or invalid, perfect or imperfect. So, here this dictum, Aristotle dictum, is directly applicable to the first figure. So, from this standpoint, first figure is considered as perfect figure and all the moods of first figure are considered as valid moods or perfect moods according to Aristotle dictum. But the question is, are the moods of other figures like second, third and fourth are valid or not, perfect or not? So, Aristotle states that if the moods of imperfect figure like second, third and fourth figure, if they can be reduced to the perfect mood or valid mood of first figure, then they can be taken as or they can be considered as valid moods. So, here in order to test the validity of the moods of imperfect figures, Aristotle has given or has formulated or has provided a process, a method by which we can test the validity of the arguments, and that process is called reduction. आमे ताको reduction बोली कहूचे. रिडक्शन मीन्स चेंज और ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन। ताले रिडक्शन को आमे रूपांतरीकरण बोली कहूचे। रूपांतरीकरण कहले आमे परिवर्तन बा ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन। सो रिडक्शन is a process of transformation of an imperfect mood in an imperfect figure to a perfect mood in figure 1 is called reduction। सर्वास्ति नास्ति सूत्र साहाय्य वैधता परीक्षा करने निमित्त सदस्य संस्थानर न्याय रूप मानकर निर्दोष संस्थानर न्याय रूप मानकु परिवर्तन करिवार प्रक्रिया को आमे रूपांतरीकरण कहूचे। सो in this process of reduction or in this process of transformation, the imperfect figures, the imperfect mood of imperfect figures, here according to Aristotle, second, third and fourth figure are called or are considered as imperfect figures, and all the moods of second, third, fourth figure are imperfect moods. So here in order to test the validity of the imperfect moods of imperfect figure, he has given a method, a process, a procedure that is called reduction or रूपांतरीकरण. So here we apply Aristotle's dictum, and if the imperfect moods are reduced or changed or transformed to the valid mood of first figure, then we can consider them as valid moods. So in this process of reduction, what will we do? We change it into the valid mood of first figure. So there are two kinds of reduction. First one is direct reduction or ostensive reduction, and second one is indirect reduction or reduction ad absurdum. तो डायरेक्ट रिडक्शन जहाँ को आमे साक्षात रूपांतरीकरण बा अपरोक्ष रूपांतरीकरण, सेकेंड वन इज इनडायरेक्ट रिडक्शन और असाक्षात रूपांतरीकरण बा परोक्ष रूपांतरीकरण बोली आमे कहूचे। सो व्हाट इज डायरेक्ट रिडक्शन? डायरेक्ट बा साक्षात रूपांतरीकरण कहले आमे कौन बुझुचे? तो डायरेक्ट रिडक्शन इज ए प्रोसेस of transformation or process of transforming the moods of imperfect figures into the moods of first figure by the application of conversion, aversion and transposition. So direct रूपांतरीकरण कहले आमे बुझुचे सदस्य संस्थानर न्याय रूप गुड़ी को आवश्यक स्थले समवर्तन, व्यावर्तन और हेतुवाक्य मानकर स्थान विनिमय द्वारा प्रत्यक्ष भाव निर्दोष संस्थानर सिद्ध न्याय रूप में परिणत करिवार प्रक्रिया को आमे प्रत्यक्ष बा साक्षात रूपांतरीकरण कहूचे। सो हियर इन डायरेक्ट रिडक्शन व्हाट विल वी डू? हियर वी रिड्यूस, वी ट्रांसफॉर्म, वी चेंज द imperfect moods of three different figures, second, third and fourth figure into the valid mood of first figure by the application of conversion, aversion and transposition. समवर्तन, व्यावर्तन एवं एटी हेतुवाक्य मानकर स्थान परिवर्तन करिबा, so that we can reduce the imperfect moods into the perfect mood of first figure. If they can be reduced in this process, then they can be considered as valid moods. And in order to reduce, in case of direct reduction, Aristotle has given some rules by following which we can reduce the imperfect moods into perfect moods. So the rules of direct reduction. ताले we see that in 4 different figures there are 19 moods, but according to Aristotle only the 4 valid moods of first figure are valid moods, and all other moods or all other moods of other figures like second, third and fourth, they are not perfect moods, rather imperfect moods. So if you see all the moods of 4 different figures are started in the letter B, F, C and D. For example, in first figure Barbara, Dari, Celarent and Ferio. B, the initial letter, the starting letter is in B, C, D and F. And if you see all the moods of 4 different figures, चारिटा जाक संस्थान समस्त न्याय रूप यही 4टी लेटर रे आरंभ होछि। यह व्यतीत अन्य कौनसी इनिशियल लेटर नहीं। बी, सी, डी एंड एफ व्यतीत बा ओडिया रे में कहले ब, स, फ आउ बी, सी, डी, ब, स, ड आउ फ। सो यही 4टा अक्षर रे हमर प्रत्येक न्याय रूप आरंभ होछि। सो हियर the rules we will discuss the what are the rules of direct reduction, and we apply or we follow these rules when we reduce directly the imperfect moods into the perfect or valid moods of first figure. So, the first rule is the initial letter of imperfect moods indicates that they are to be reduced to the perfect mood of first figure having the same initial letter. ताहले प्रथम नियम कहूची जे the initial letter, the letter of the mood, जो लेटर बा जो अक्षर रे आद्य अक्षर जहाँ आरंभ होईची सेटा इंडिकेट करूची जे they are to be reduced, the mood will be reduced to the mood of first figure having the same initial letter. ता सेई अक्षर रे बा सेई लेटर रे जहाँ जो मूड प्रथम फिगर अच्छी सेई लेटर को ही रिड्यूस हम। फॉर एग्जांपल we take the example of suppose Brahmantive, the fourth figure of Brahmantive of fourth figure. The initial letter is B. So, here Brahmantive will be reduced to the first figure Barbara. Barbara. So, here the initial letter is B. Similarly, if we see all the imperfect moods of second, third and fourth figure, द्वितीय, तृतीय एवं चतुर्थ संस्थान समस्त न्याय रूप जो अक्षर आरंभ होची प्रथम फिगर बा प्रथम संस्थान द सेम इनिशियल लेटर से लेटर आरंभ होइथिबा मूड को ही यह रूपांतरित हम। सिमिलरली सपोज आई टेक द एग्जांपल ऑफ सेसारे. Caesar is in second figure. It will be reduced to Celarent of first figure. So, you must see what are the initial letter of the mood. ताले से mood को letter start होची so that you can reduce it to that mood. So, Caesar is Celarent or Darapti is reduced to be Dari. So, first figure the moods the initial letter of the moods of first figure is important. Here we see in which letter the mood is started. So, second principle is S. S stands for if in a mood, imperfect mood, if in an imperfect mood of second, third, fourth figure, there is the letter S. S stands for simple conversion. बा सरल समवर्तन स जदि अच्छी ताहले आमे बुझिबा सरल समवर्तन. तो कन्वर्सन इज ऑफ टू टाइप्स, सिंपल कन्वर्सन एंड पार्शियल कन्वर्सन. इफ देयर इज द लेटर एस वी मीन दैट इट स्टैंड्स फॉर सिंपल कन्वर्सन और सरल समवर्तन स थिले. थर्ड हैला पी. पी स्टैंड्स फॉर पार्शियल कन्वर्सन और कन्वर्सन पर लिमिटेशन. पार्शियल कन्वर्सन को आम कहे सीमित समवर्तन. फोर्थ वन इज एम. इफ देयर इज एम और एम प्रेजेंट इन द मिडल ऑफ द मूड लाइक Brahmantive. Brahmantive there is m, the letter m is present. So, if there is the letter m, it means transposition of the premises. That means when we reduce the imperfect mood to the perfect mood of first figure, the major and minor premise will be replaced or interchanged. That means the major premise of the imperfect mood becomes the minor premise of the perfect mood, and the minor premise of the imperfect mood or imperfect mood of second, third, fourth figure will be the measure of the perfect mood of first figure. So, M is important. You see whether there is the M is present in the middle of the mood or not. So, then 5, that is K. K means aversion. So, there is conversion means samavartana, K aversion means vyavartana. If there is K in the mood, we mean, or K stands for aversion, that means the preceding vowel will be averted. If there is K and S, KS stands for first aversion, then conversion. That means first we will avert the preceding vowel, then we will simply converted it. Or if there is SK, then S means simple conversion and K means aversion. So, first we will simply convert it and then we will avert it. That means the preceding vowel after which these letters come, जहाँ पर ए लेटर आसुची आमे सेही प्रिसीडिंग ता पूर्व भावेल को कौन करिया ना सिंपली कन्वर्ट करिया और अवॉइड करिया और वे पार्शियली कन्वर्ट करिया. सो फॉर एग्जांपल इन ब्राह्मणटिव, सो आफ्टर हियर after E, S comes. So, here S stands for simple conversion. So, here the preceding vowel is E and the preceding vowel will be simply converted. Here M is present, that means the major and minor premise will be interchanged. And the last principle is 8, that is suppose K or S or P comes after the third vowel. So, in a mood we find that suppose here yes, in the mood, name of the mood, like Darapti of a third figure or Kamenes of fourth figure, we find that there are vowels A. There are 4 prepositions A, E, I and O. So, in all these moods the at least 3 vowels must be there, because the first vowel represents the major premise, the second vowel represents the minor premise and the third vowel represents the conclusion. So, if in a mood the S or P or K comes after the third vowel, suppose third vowel por asuchi, that means it indicates that it means that the conclusion, after the conclusion the letter comes. So, here when we reduce it into the first figure, here this is an imperfect mood and we reduce it into the perfect mood of first figure. So, after the reduction, the conclusion of the new syllogism, here when it is reduced to the first figure, the first figure जो mood रे रहिबा, so the new conclusion of the new syllogism after reduction, that conclusion will be simply converted. So, if there is a P after the third vowel, it means that the new conclusion will be partially converted. So, here the in direct reduction, the most important thing is after reduction we must see that whether the conclusion of the imperfect mood and the conclusion of the perfect mood or the new syllogism are same or not, and the conclusion of imperfect mood and the perfect mood or the mood of first figure, that will be same or equal. Tale same haba abasyaka. So, after reduction we will see it. So, these are the 8 principles or rules which we have to follow at the time of reduction, direct reduction. ताहले आमे साक्षात रूपांतरीकरण समय रे एई 8टा नियम को आमे मानि की रिड्यूस बा रूपांतरीकरण करिबा. But you must find in second figure there is Barocco, and in the third figure that there is Boccado. You find in these two moods, in the name of these two moods, there is no P, no S or no K. So here there is no P, no S, no M, no K. Therefore, how can we reduce these two moods of imperfect figures? For this purpose, Aristotle has given another process, another kind of reduction, that is indirect reduction. But later logicians, they renamed these two moods and reduced it directly. Barocco is renamed as Faxoco and Boccado is renamed as Doxa-Mosque. So here when we reduce Boccado of third figure and Barocco of second figure, we rename it and then we will reduce it. So now let us start how can we reduce the imperfect moods of second, third and fourth figure one by one. So these are some of the examples of direct reduction which we will do here. So now we will reduce it directly. When we reduce the imperfect moods of second, third, fourth figure into the perfect moods of first figure, you must remember which proposition gives which proposition in case of conversion and aversion. So which proposition is converted to which proposition and which proposition is averted to which proposition. So we have 4 different propositions A, E, I and O. So what is the conversion of A? What is the conversion of E, I and O? Similarly, what is the conversion or aversion of A, E and I and O? So in conversion we get partial conversion, that is I, E proposition gives E simple conversion, I proposition gives, in simple conversion it gives I proposition, and O proposition cannot be converted. So you must remember which proposition is converted to which proposition. So when the quantity and quality of the proposition is, when the quantity of the proposition is different, that is partial conversion, which we have taken as P. So aversion re the quality changes but the quantity remains same. So here A gives E, E gives A, I gives O and O gives I in case of aversion. So you must remember these two things. When, because here we reduce, or in case of reduction we apply the conversion, aversion and transposition of propositions. So first we reduce Kame stress, or in Odia we say that is Same stress, Kame stress of figure 2. So here you must remember in which figure it comes. So this is figure 2, figure 2 ra Kame stress, and the diagram of second figure is like this. So here Kame stress is started in the letter C. So you should the first rule is the initial letter of imperfect mode and perfect mode will be same. So here Kame stress of second figure will be reduced to the accelerant of figure 1. Figure 1 रो accelerant को reduce हबो because the initial letter is same in both the mode. So, the first is the major premise, first vowel is the major premise, the second vowel is the minor premise and the third vowel is the conclusion. So, the figure is like this, therefore, all P is M, no S is M and the conclusion is no S is P. Here in Kame's stress there is the letter M. In the middle of the mood there is M. So, M states that the major of the imperfect becomes the minor of the new syllogism and the minor of the imperfect mood becomes the major. So, this is by M. So, after A there is no letter P or S, S by P nahi. So, directly all P is M becomes the all P is M and no S is M. So, after this second vowel there is S. So, S stands for simple conversion, that means the preceding vowel will be simply converted. So, here E proposition gives in simple conversion E proposition, but according to the rules of conversion the subject and predicate of the converted becomes the predicate and subject of the converse. So, here no M is P, no M is S by simple conversion. So, here this proposition will be this becomes the minor of the Kame's stress after changing it. So, no M is S becomes the no M is S. It becomes the minor, major, minor. So, when we draw the conclusion or we derive the conclusion, we see the major and minor premise of the new syllogism. So, from this the conclusion will be E proposition, but no P is S. Why? Sometimes we see the sometimes we commit the mistake that the conclusion of imperfect mood and the conclusion of the perfect mood will be same. So, आमे किछि न देखिकी जहाँ 8 थाए सेटा रिपीट कर देंगे no S is P, but here we derive the conclusion by or from the major and minor of the new syllogism. So, no P is S, but the conclusion of the imperfect mood and perfect mood are not same, are not similar. So, here after the third vowel Kame's stress रे third vowel परे S अछि. So, S stands for simple conversion. So, we already said in the rules that after the third vowel if S or P or K comes, then the new conclusion will be simply converted or averted or partially converted. So, S is here. So, the new conclusion will be simply converted. So, in simple conversion E gives E proposition and but the subject and predicate term will be interchanged. So, no S is P. So, here the new conclusion and the conclusion of the imperfect mood are same. So, here Kame's stress can be reduced to silarent. So, it can be taken as a valid mood. So, here we see another example from each figure. First I will do one from each figure, then if it is possible I will do more examples from the figures. So, from third figure I will do one, that is Baroko, जहाँ को हमें रीनेम करी करूचंती Baroko. This is an figure 2. It will be reduced to and we rename it. Baroko is renamed as Faxoko. sometimes students you are committing the mistake that the initial letter is B, so Baroko will be reduced to the Barbara first figure because Baroko is similar to Barbara. But here Baroko is not reduced, rather we rename it and the new name is Faxoko. So, Faxoko will be reduced. Therefore, in the first figure the initial letter F rekhi na Ferio. So, Baroko will be reduced to Ferio of figure 1. Therefore, here you must remember the figure or the diagram of the Baroko of second figure. So, the first vowel represents the major premise, the second vowel represents the minor premise and the third vowel represents the conclusion. So, A all, P is M, O some, S is not M. Then the conclusion some S is not P. When we reduce it, there is K and S after the first vowel. So, the first vowel, that is major premise, will be first averted then converted. So, if we first we avert it, then it will be in aversion the quality changes and the quantity remains same. So, we get from A, that is E preposition. So, no, and the subject term remains same and we get the contradiction of the predicate term. So, no P is not dash M, and then it will be simply converted. In simple conversion, E gives us E preposition. So, here we take or we get no not dash M is P. Therefore, here this major premise will be reduced to the measure of new syllogism, that is no not dash M is P, and then O comes. O is the second premise and after second vowel there is K. So, O will be averted. So, from O, here when we reduce it, here it is possible by K and it is by S. So, here from O we get I, that is some S is not dash M. So, here quality will change and quantity remains same. So, this will be by K. So, this minor premise becomes the minor of the new syllogism, that is some S is not dash M. Then we get the conclusion, that is from E and I we get O, that is some S is not P. So, here the conclusion of the imperfect mood and the conclusion of new syllogism are same, some S is not P and some S is not P. So, Baroko, by renaming it as Faxoko, we reduce it into Ferio of first figure. Therefore, Baroko can be taken as a valid mood. Then we come to the third figure. Third figure, suppose you take Disamis of third figure. The initial letter is D, so it will be reduced to diary of first figure, and figure 3 ro diagram is like this. So, the first vowel is I. So, sum M is P, and second vowel is A, that is all M is S, and the conclusion is I, that is sum S is P. So, after I comes S, and S means simple conversion. So, in simple conversion I gives us I proposition, but the place of subject and predicate will be interchanged. So, sum P is M by S, and all after A or second vowel there is M. That means M indicates, or M stands for the transposition of the premises. Here the simply converted measure will be the minor of the new syllogism, and the minor of the imperfect mood becomes the measure of the new syllogism. So, this is possible by M. So, here sum P is M, sum P is M, and all M is S, all M is S. So, you must see whether the new syllogism is in the first figure or not. By observing or by seeing the position of the middle term, we can know whether it is in the first figure or not. So, here from A and I we get I as the conclusion. So, sum P is S. So, when we derive the conclusion, we must see the major and minor of the premise, but in order to make it similar or equal करिया पई आमे जहाँ अच्छी ते को repeat करियानी. Sum S is P is here, you do not write sum S is P, rather you derive the conclusion from major and minor of the new syllogism. So, here sum P is S, but the conclusion of imperfect mood and the perfect mood are not similar. So, we must find आउ कौन बाकी रहिला बोले देखिबा. ताले after the third vowel there is S, that means the conclusion, the new conclusion will be simply converted. So, here after I there is S, here the new conclusion will be in simple conversion I gives I, but the major and minor term will be interchanged or exchanged. So, sum S is P. So, now the conclusion of the imperfect figure and the conclusion of the perfect figure are equal or same. So, dismiss can be reduced to diary, so that dismiss will be taken as a valid mood in figure 3. So, now from figure 4 we will take another example. Then if it is possible, then I will figure 4. So, Brahmantive. So, Brahmantive is in figure 4 and the diagram is like this, M, P and S. So, Brahmantive is started in the letter B. So, it must be reduced to the initial letter having B as Barbara of first figure. First figure Barbara को reduce हवा. So, here the first vowel, that is A, major premise, the second vowel is minor premise, and third vowel is I, that is conclusion. So, all P is M and second vowel A, that is all M is S, then the conclusion, that is I, sum S is P. Well, after A there is M, and M indicates or M stands for the transposition of premises. But when we exchange the major and minor of the imperfect mood, that becomes the minor and major of the perfect mode. So, here we replace the, we change the place of major and minor in the new syllogism. So, all P is M, it will be, so by M transposition, all P is M becomes the minor, because here it is the major premise, it becomes the minor. All P is M and all M is S, that is the minor premise. So, it becomes the all M is S. So, it is in the first figure and the conclusion will be all P is S, but the conclusion is not similar. So, after I there is a P, that is partial conversion of A. Here new conclusion will be partially converted. So, we get I, that is sum S is P, quality remains same and the quantity changes. So, here we get Barbara from Brahmantiv, or Brahmantiv will be reduced to Barbara in direct reduction. So, Brahmantiv is accepted as or can be taken as a valid mode in fourth figure. So, these are the reduction, or through reduction we can reduce the imperfect moods of second, third, fourth figure into the perfect mood of first figure. So, Aristotle has given these. So, you just see what are the Demaris can be reduced to Darye, Fesapo of fourth figure can be reduced to Ferio. Now, I have some questions I can ask you or I can discuss with you. Barocco of second figure is renamed as Faxoco. Boccado of figure 3 is renamed as Doxamosk. Barocco of second figure is directly reduced to Ferio. Barocco because it is renamed as a Faxoco, then it is reduced to Ferio. Boccado is directly reduced to, Boccado of third figure is directly reduced to Darye because Boccado is renamed as a Doxamosk. So, it is reduced to Darye of first figure. So, for Aristotle, which is the only figure that is accepted as the perfect figure? According to Aristotle dictum, the first figure is the perfect figure because it is according to the Aristotle dictum, and Cesare of second figure is directly reduced to Celarent of figure 1, and Ferison of fourth figure is directly reduced to Ferio of figure 1. So, what is that process? The process of transformation of the imperfect moods of in which we transform the imperfect moods to the perfect mood of figure 1, and that process of transformation is called reduction. So, how many kinds of reductions are there? There are two different kinds of reduction. One is direct reduction, or that is called ostensive reduction, and the second one is indirect reduction, or that is otherwise called reduction ad absurdum. So, who postulated dictum de omni et nullo? किए dictum de omni et nullo तैयारी करछन्ती, that is Aristotle has framed or postulated dictum de omni et nullo. If we reduce the Kamenes of fourth figure, then to which mood it will be reduced? Kamenes is in fourth figure. If we reduce it, there is a M in the middle of the conclusion, in the middle of the mood. So, Kamenes can be reduced to Celarent by M. A proposition becomes the A of the minor and E becomes the major. So, we get nu P is S, but after E S is there. So, the new conclusion can be simply converted. So, by S we get no S is P. So, common S can be reduced to Cellaret of figure 1. Therefore, common S is accepted as one of the valid mode of fourth figure. So, this is all about Aristotle's dictum बा Aristotle's मौलिक सूत्र सर्वास्ति नास्ति सूत्र एवं ता सहायरे we will reduce the imperfect modes of second, third, fourth figure into the perfect modes of first figure. So, thank you.